All right, so today's pepper is a beast pepper. This pepper is a very interesting pepper. It actually comes from a reaper crossed with a naga brain. It seems to give different kinds of pods on the same plant, even because it is a relatively young species. The pods are great. They're beautiful and they're very big, surprisingly big. I put them on the scale here later in the video. They're very, very easy to grow, easier than what you might think, a lot easier than the reapers by themselves. The plants are very happy plants. We've had kind of an interesting spring here that started way too dry and is currently way too wet. And these plants have held up okay, not like the reapers who have been very stunted. If you see the plant growth here, I have my helper out. If you see the plant growth, the pods are just loaded. I mean, there's so much fruit on these plants. They're a fun, rewarding plant to grow. One of the worst things you can have with the Superhots is you get a big, beautiful plant and it just doesn't really put much out. A lot of the reapers I found to be that way. These plants these are loaded. Just beautiful, beautiful pods. They do take a bit to ripen, but most of the Superhots do. So it's not like you're growing a Serrano or anything else like that. Did I mention they were big pods? These pods weigh from about this to almost a whole ounce per pod. So that's pretty respectable for the Superhots, just for the amount of volume you get off of one pepper. If you saw how heavy up those plants were loaded, you're going to get probably a few pounds of fruit off of one plant, which is pretty crazy. Cutting into this pepper here, if you ever do this, be sure to wear gloves. Outside of the pepper's fine, inside is a different story. The heat is different on different plants. This plant is like 1 to 2 million Scoville units. It's an interesting one. It's very, very tasty. The heat's all up front. It dissipates very slowly, but it's not as extreme as like an apocalypse scorpion or something that's going to stick around or surprise you, really creep in. But it is a very beautiful pepper. I'm very excited this year. Good look at the inside with all those oils there. Anyway, thanks for watching.